Everybody, what's up? It's your boy Big U, back again with Stogie in the Story. If it's your first time tuning in, hit that subscribe button, share, smash up them likes, and comment. Comment. Um, Before we get started, y'all know what it is around here. Y'all know how we do it. We're gonna light this good old Maduro up. Story I got for y'all today. Mm, that's creamy. All right, the story I have for y'all today. This is about how DeKalb County tried to railroad me. Epic fail, baby. Epic fail. And let me tell you how all this transpired. Early 2000s, late 90s, maybe a friend of mine, he had a delivery service, a little box truck company, and this is when plasma TVs was huge, just coming out, very expensive. So he used to deliver for Circuit City. Asked me to help him. Hey, cool, help you. I got a little time on my hands. I help you out. So this particular day, I was off, and one of his trucks got hijacked. Now, it was something serious. Somebody got unalived. I mean, it was crazy. So basically, I guess one of the guys that worked for him kind of drug my name in it, and I wasn't even at work. But the police wanted to question me and ask me questions. I was like, at that time, I was like, ask me nothing. I ain't coming down there. So y'all, they came and got me. They came and got me, and I don't know how they did, because to this day, I still don't know all the ins and outs of this story. I truly don't. Um, I just know that they came and got me, and they held me. They held me like off of something that somebody else said. And 1 month go by, 2 months go by, 3 months, and I'm like, okay, man, I can't even get a court date. So I told my pops, this when I first got in there, I said, man, go down and get the police report. I need to see what's on this thing, what's going on. So he went and got the police report. And on this police report, y'all, I wasn't even implicated as far as descriptions go. It was like a female who was involved. I'm not a female. There was like a short, dark skinned dude with braided hair, and it was like a tall, light skinned dude with afro, and I ain't got no afro, and I'm not skinny, pretty tall but not skinny, and basically, I'm not your guy. So I held on to this paper. I didn't say nothing about it. I get a visit from my PD, little short, fat public defender dude, and he's telling me, look, they got you dead to rights. And that's how I know, man. Them lawyers be working with the DA and working with uh, uh, the prosecutors and stuff, man. I gotta watch them, because he came to me supposed to be on my side. He's like, look, they got you dead to rights, and hey, man, they offering you 20, but I mean, you could probably you could take a plea for 10 and do 3 and do that. All this mumbo jumbo. He was going in one ear and out the other. So I listened to his whole little spiel. I listened to him. So I went up under my, where I had all my papers. I was like, so he showed me. I said, you got the discovery, this, that, and the third, or whatever, the police report and all this. So he let me see all that. So I was like, so how did I get this? I showed him that paper. Man, he turned white as a ghost. Left. Never heard from him again. Never seen him again. Nobody ever contacted me again. Anything. Finally, I get my court date. I get to court. So I wasn't even worried, man. I wasn't even worried. I swear, man. I felt like Andy Dufresne. You remember in Shawshank Redemption how Andy Dufresne walked around like he was free as a bird? And I think even Morgan Freeman said he walked like he was just a free man. I was strolling through jail. I wasn't worried. I really wasn't. And so many of us get railroaded and get real time, man. You got guys who did 20, 30 years, man. And then year 32, they find out, oh, they let them out. It's crazy. It could have been me. But I felt in my spirit it wasn't going to be me. So the judge, looking over the paperwork, the judge kind of looked at me like, he looked down, kind of looked at me like, okay. And then the detective was there. and he called the detective up to the stand, and so they said did their little talk and everything, and next thing I know, the judge said, they told me to stand up or whatever. I stood up, and the detective and the judge was like, "Mr. Davis, I am so sorry you went through this." He said, "I'm trying to figure out why you're even here." And I'm looking like, and then the detective over there with a smug look on his face. And he was like, after that, the judge was like, told the detective, I want to speak to you, when court is adjourned or whatever. So, he dismissed the case, let me, leave and all that. And as I'm walking out, the detective was like, "Hey, man," he extended his hand. I was just like, "Man, get out of my face, man." He was just like, "Man, how long were you locked up?" I said, "You know how long I was in here." Ask me how long I was in here. And I want you to know that, anybody who knows me, I mean, if you don't know me, now you know. I used to rap back in the day, had a little deal back in the day. And one of the songs I did, a lot of people, their creativity and their music and stuff comes from imagination, or it can come from actual, experiences. This particular song called "These Walls" came from this experience. And this is the vibe out part. This is something new I'm going to start doing in some of my videos. It's going to be calling "Vibing Out with Stogie in the Story." And we just going to chill, man, because a lot of my experiences and stuff, a lot of my stories, I did music behind it. I made a song about it or something. So, hey, man, and tell me what y'all think about it. I'm thick-skinned. Say what you feel. Say what you mean what you say. You know what I mean? So this song is called "These Walls," which is what this particular story was about. And we're going to sit back and vibe to it. And y'all tell me what y'all think at the end.
Yeah, it's crazy out here, boy. Here we go. It's that real shit, man. Yo. Claustrophobic, I'm sweating like I'm doing aerobics. Anxiety, visions blurred, can't seem to focus. Hopeless situations, causing heart palpitations. Putting me on the spot like Dalmatians. Fools in formation, lined up to eat trays. Now who the fuck ever said that crime pays? Push-ups for days, and crunches to match. I'm going home, cock D's with a fucking six-pack. My mind's intact, gotta stay strong for my seed. Get my cheese, set her up, so she can succeed. But first, to make it worse, I got a fucking case to beat. The DA's got it out for me. I openly beg the Lord to set me free. Not trying to have bubble for my company, cause yo, it's just a case of mistaken identity. Still trying to give me 10 do 3. Nigga, these walls closing in on me. I got my back against the wall and I can barely breathe, but I got another trick up my sleeve. I'ma show these motherfuckers I'm the nigga before I leave. These walls closing in on me. I got my back against the wall and I can barely breathe, but I got another trick up my sleeve. I'ma show these motherfuckers I'm the nigga before I leave. To ease my mind, I read the Bible and the Quran. Being patient till these motherfuckers give me a bond. My life in the hands of these damn cutthroats, trying to seize my shit like drugs kept on boats. I'm trying to stay afloat and watch out for my PD, cause he be trying to fucking deceive me. Now I'm trapped with my back up against the wall, like a junkie going through withdrawals. I stop and pause, shake it off and back on course. My freedom's hanging in the balance of these crackers' laws. I know that the devil is trying to bring hell on me. DeKalb County trying to railroad me. I'm robbery, murder in the first degree. They wanna hang a nigga up from the highest tree, but see, there ain't a case that a motherfucking pimp can't beat. Man, these walls closing in on me. These walls closing in on me. I got my back against the wall and I can barely breathe, but I got another trick up my sleeve. I'ma show these motherfuckers I'm the nigga before I leave. These walls closing in on me. I got my back against the wall and I can barely breathe, but I got another trick up my sleeve. I'ma show these motherfuckers I'm the nigga before I leave. It's all in black and white, just like an Oreo. Lack of evidence, so they had to let me go. Oh, stepped out according to a Benz 430. Fresh to death, pockets nice and swole like Mac and Roll. Niggas give me so much love, I can tell by the way they look me in my mug. But some niggas' eyes be squinting like they Japanese, looking like they be hating me. You wait and see, or rather try to set me up, planting dust in the back of my Navy truck. But who could it be? A crooked ass cop that's hot, mad cause I beat the case I got. I learned a lot when I was behind the wall to stay ahead of the game, and I mean it, y'all, cause they be trying to send a nigga up the road. Life sentence with no parole, that shit is cold, like your life is meaningless. This shit is real, nigga, and I'm not dreaming this. They got me steaming like a stream of piss, and I'ma spit this real shit till I cease to exist. Nigga, these walls closing in on me. I got my back against the wall and I can barely breathe, but I got another trick up my sleeve. I'ma show these motherfuckers I'm the nigga before I leave. These walls closing in on me. I got my back against the wall and I can barely breathe, but I got another trick up my sleeve. I'ma show these motherfuckers I'm the nigga before I leave.